Hi Aries, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. This is Dane, and I am going to be doing your September 15th to the 30th, 2019, that's 2019, love reading for you today. Now I ask that you guys give this video a thumbs up. Also make sure to subscribe to my channel. This is the way you let YouTube know that you're appreciating the content that I'm putting out. And I like to start each reading with an attitude of gratitude, so I want to thank you so very much. Whether you're new or old to this channel, for tuning in and stopping by, it's an absolute pleasure having you here. If you want to see the links to the cards that I use, all that information will be in the description box below. So let's see now, Aries, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, what September 15th to the 30th, 2019 has in store for you for love. Aries, September 15th to the 30th, 2019, 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 love. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Okay, fantastic. That's where the cards fell, so that's where Spirit wants me to stop. At the center of everything, we have the Four of Wands. That's brilliant. The Seven of Swords is crowning it. Ace, not Ace, Knight of Pentacles. Hierophant. Your root is the Star card, which is brilliant. Six of Pentacles. Judgment card. Your clarifying cards. The King of Wands. Oh, that's you. Strong connection here with a Earth sign energy, a Taurus, a Virgo, a Capricorn. I'm leaning towards a Taurus because we have the Hierophant card right here. Seven of Wands. Oh, there you are again. Knight of Wands. So again, connected here with the Hierophant and with the Star card, which is an Aquarius. All right, also a time period of January 20th to February 18th. The Hierophant is a time period of April 20th to May 20th. Let's see your fairy guidance right here. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Ooh, goodness, oh. Everything just fell, which is brilliant. I've already shuffled and meditated upon the cards, so we'll take these first two, creativity and discovery. And then your witchling cards. Again, everything's just coming right out. It wants to be heard. All right, the first and the last ones here. Communication and patience. So we're starting with communication. Effective communication builds a deep bond grounded in common trust and understanding, making sure that you're communicating, because here there is a rift that's in communication. Now, it can be within the mind, all right? It can be that you're playing over something in your head that has happened. It can very well be around the Hierophant time frame of April 20th to May 20th, but it doesn't have to be confined to that. What it is that you're walking away from a way of thinking. And open communication with yourself, especially, is going to be highly important. Making sure that you're being honest with yourself. You're not trying to talk yourself into something that you think you should be doing, a person that you think you should be in love with, and you're not. Because you are having a bit of a battle here when it comes to love. It's almost as if you are defending yourself. There's something that people are saying, that people are doing, that makes you feel defensive about love. It can be that, a relationship has ended and you feel bad about that. For some of you, it can be that, people want to see you in a very certain way, and now you're redefining that. You are defining what it is that you want, and it's kind of for the rest of your life. You're making some really big decisions here, Aries, that is really quite beautiful. Patience. Be patient with yourself. Also be patient with people hearing what it is that you're saying, because it's not going to happen right away. And I know that's frustrating. And of course, I forgot your chakra color here. And that is blue. Healing and cleansing the throat chakra is going to be highly beneficial for you. And then we have here patience. Nurture all seeds of patience and reap the rewards of personal achievement. Do not put yourself in a box. It's time to be patient with what you want and where you're heading, and know that, kind of like in the Disney movie Mulan, every flower blooms in its own time, and that's okay. Don't sit there and compare yourself to everybody else, or look at the loves that everybody else has and think, oh my gosh, that's what I have to do, that's what I have to be. If it's not right for you, it's not right for you. All right? And be kind to yourself. Things happen in divine time, not in the time that we want it to, which can be astoundingly frustrating, yes. But it's part of our truth and it's part of our story to be strong and to live in our abundance, because you're creating something here when the love does come in. And as the love does come in, which I'm seeing right here happen quite beautifully, and the color that shines through here is green, healing and cleansing the heart chakra. It's really going to move you forward in a creative, new way that you hadn't anticipated before. Because we have here creativity. Allow your creative spark to work magic. Allow yourself to kind of go out of your comfort zone, to embrace who it is that you truly are, not who it is that everybody else wants you to be. And be creative, be innovative in your love, in your life. Because you're discovering that the sky's the limit. Right? Discovery. Behold the world with new eyes. You're seeing things in a new way, in a new light, and that's really amplifying your love. Right? Again, a strong connection with an earth sign energy, most likely a Taurus. And this could be somewhere within their natal chart. It doesn't have to be, they could have a strong Taurus presence within their natal chart. You could have a strong Taurus presence within your chart. Also an Aquarius right here. So know that those two signs are the ones that are really pulling you forward. You can even be at odds with yourself as you're maturing to the person that you want to be, to the king that you want to be. And then the other person inside of you kind of, you're sitting there having this little bit of a conflict with where it is that you want to be and thinking you have to charge forward this way in order to get what it is that you want. And, warring with your head that's saying, no, just kind of calm down a little bit, because you're moving forward to your truth. And you really are making some beautiful changes here. At the heart of everything is the Four of Wands and the Seven of Wands. So at the heart of everything for this love reading is, of course, passion, which is absolutely spectacular. So we want passion when it comes to love. Now, if you're in a relationship, right, if you're in a committed relationship, this is saying that you might be having a bit of difficulties. That's where the open communication is really going to come in handy. But it's also knowing that you two kind of have to calm your emotions. You're talking to each other, but you're not hearing. The words are meaning different things for both of you, right? And so that's actually a really good thing, that it's kind of just a little glitch in the communication and not a big problem that's going to be separating you two. Because what I have here is emotions running really high and feeling as if you have to defend yourself because things aren't being heard properly. So if you are in a relationship, make sure you're really paying attention to your words and paying attention to what seems to be triggering your partner, where your partner's kind of face shuts down. When they get up, they walk away. They'll give you very clear signs that they're not having this anymore, because you guys have a love worth celebrating. You really do. Now, for those of you who are looking for love, this is saying that you're looking for a commitment. And know that there are going to be people who sit there and maybe are saying you're too picky, are trying to tell you this is the type of person you should be dating, not this type of person. And you feel like you have to defend yourself. This isn't saying roll over and play dead. This is saying don't waste your energy on people who are never going to understand. And let yourself kind of just step back a little bit from the situation. You might need to take a time out, because I do see love and commitment moving you forward as you go through an awakening that's really your own spiritual journey. And I believe that love is just so much more. It's so much more hard work. It's so much more beautiful than what we see on TV. And why I say that is because, we see that romantic lust, love. We see what the Greeks called eros, right? And it's that love that you can't keep your hands off each other. Then love evolves. Love evolves into philia, and then it evolves into agape, which is, if you are Christian, you might have heard of it. It's the love of Christ, because it is a love that transcends all. So here, I really want to tell you that you have a love that can transcend all, that is moving you forward. But the sense here of having to fight for it is going to kind of set you back. And this isn't anything that you've done. This is the world that we live in. The fact that it's kind of a do or die, dog eat dog world. So here, there is a sense of embracing what it is that you want, the commitments that you want in your life, the joys, the happinesses, and sitting there and saying, I can have the love that I want. I don't have to sit there and always compromise myself for another person's happiness. Actually, what the cards are saying here is that it's time to stop that, because what you have here is you're walking away from a mindset. You might be walking away, some of you, from an air sign energy, a Gemini, a Libra, an Aquarius, right? But you're walking away, and the angels are helping you. They're carrying something with you that is just, it's too much for you right now, but it's going to be astoundingly valuable. And then here, with the sword on the ground, there's something that you have to leave behind. It's too heavy. It's too much. If you keep on replaying this in your head, it is just going to zap away all the happiness, all the joy from you. And what you're doing by walking away, what you're doing by claiming your mindset and your truth, is you have the King of Wands right here, and that's you. Aries, you're represented by the Wands in the minor arcana. You're represented by the Emperor in the major arcana. You are transforming yourself. You are connecting with your inner power, your inner wisdom, your inner fire. And as you do so, you're going to see yourself becoming much more passionate and people taking note of it. Okay, you're the actor upon the stage. You're the person that people are seeing because your passion is shining through. Why? Because you're playing this game of life. You're playing it by your rules. You're looking for a love that suits you, not a love that impresses your parents or makes your sister or brother jealous, not a love that kind of, sticks it to your friends. And I'm not saying that you don't want people to sit there and be like, wow, you have a great partner. But through you two being happy, through you being content and grounded and steady and stable, that's going to get people to sit there and go, wow, how do you do it? How do you do it, Aries? And that's actually something that people are going to be saying to you during the last half of September. Because either they're going to see that you've kind of done this 180. You've taken your life and said, you know what, I'm in control of it now. And you've taken your love and you said, you know what, I'm in control of it. I'm not going to sit there and fret and worry and doubt that I deserve love and decide to change myself and change my appearance and do all these things to make somebody love me. You're first starting with self-love. And I have to say that loving yourself, being able to feel good about yourself when you look in the mirror, that's sexy. That is a really sexy trait. And here, as being king and as transforming yourself and embracing the God's head within, because Brahma said the Godhead is hidden within man, because that is the only place that we would not look for it. Once you embrace that you have a bit of the universe, you're made of stardust, you have a bit of everything within you, and you are all, that's really powerful. It's mind-blowing, and you might sit there and laugh and roll your eyes. But it's a powerful message, and you're moving forward from a place of negativity, from a place of doubt and fear, of pre-programming, seeing the way that your parents interacted, seeing the love that was sold to you on television and movies, and now you're claiming your truth. Now you're claiming what it is that you want to be, and where it is that you're going, and as you do so, you're going to find that at your roots is this Aquarius energy. So you might find yourself very much attracted to an Aquarius, but it's also, you could be walking away from an Aquarius that has made it feel as if you couldn't walk forward in love the way that you wanted to. Now, again, this is a general reading. I'm giving you all the options here. So if you are cross-watching and you're an Aquarius, don't be insulted. Or if you're an air sign, don't be insulted. I don't have to be talking about you at all. What the star card is saying is that you're sending your wish out into the universe. You're going after what it is that you want. You are embracing your soul's desire and your truth. And the universe is actually hearing you. This is after a time of feeling let down, despairing, questioning, will I ever move forward in love? Will I ever get to the place that I want to be? Will I ever have that love that I want, but it seems so hard to get? And will I ever be with that person who really understands me? And if you're in a relationship, it's also saying, will I ever have that connection with my partner that I really want? We've just drifted apart. How do we get back together? Will I ever be heard the way that I want to be heard? The answer is yes. It will be hard work. If you're in a relationship, if you're not in a relationship, it will be hard work to move forward and have your voice heard. But once you start believing and truly understanding that you matter, knowing that you desire this gift and this bounty into your life, this bounty of your voice being heard, this bounty of your soul's wish being granted, you will find that you move forward in victory, that you have your armor on, that you know the darker side of human nature, but you also know your own power. There's a force to you during the last half of September that is absolutely beautiful. And as you embrace this force, as you embrace this power of truth, you will see that your passion shines forward. The desires of what you want really do get heard. And you will see a shift around January 20th to February 18th of 2020 come along, where you're sitting there and you're really saying, oh my gosh, I get this now. For some of you, it's going to be very small understanding where you're seeing this shift within yourself and you're saying, I understand my power. I understand my truth. And there's nothing and no one who's going to hold you back. But do know that you're going to have a bit of a difficulty in the end of September, where your force and your assurance within yourself they're going to clash, okay? Because you're going to think, a part of you is going to think, just charge forward, just keep on going, just go after what it is that you want, let nobody and nothing stop you. And another part of you is going to be transforming and saying, okay, this way that I've done things before hasn't worked for me in the past or isn't working for me right now. And it doesn't feel right because consciously you're shifting the way that you approach, excuse me, you approach things. And so here you're finding a balance. And that's going to be also where you kind of need to calm yourself down and center yourself, because we are emotional beings. People love to say that we are our thoughts. And that's really cool. That is something that we are. Yes, we are our thoughts. But our thoughts are stemmed from our emotions. Our emotions are stemmed from our environment. Our environment is stemmed from the greater world. So it keeps on spreading and spreading outward more and more. And it almost seems at times that you can't control it, right? You can't control the parents that you were born to. You can't control the world that you live in. But you can control your thoughts. But if your emotions are not in alignment with what you want, I don't care how much you think, oh my gosh, I'm going to meet the love of my life. If the next second, in the back of your head, the quiet recesses of your mind, it goes, yeah, but you're not as pretty as your sister. Yeah, but you could lose 5 pounds. Yeah, and then it builds up and builds up. You've just talked yourself out of love. The subconscious part of your mind that has taken in all these cues, and we get them all the time. I mean, we get them from when we're standing online in a shop, okay, if they have magazines up, with telling us how to look. We get them on ads all the time. We're bombarded by them, billboards while we're driving. There is a certain key to being happy. And if that was true, everybody who looked like Barbie, everybody who looked like a Ken doll, they would be happy. They're not. So here it is saying that I'm embracing my balance in myself, because you're tired of giving and giving to relationships that don't end, first of all, where you would like them to, which is in a committed relationship. Or if you're in a committed relationship, you're tired of things being unbalanced. You're tired of things, not seeming fair. And you want to know why you give, and you're not receiving the same in return. This is because the emotions that you two have, they're not in balance with each other. And when you try to talk about things, both of you are coming from a place of aggression that is making things hard as you're moving forward. Now, if you're saying, Dean, my partner and I are getting along great, we're not coming from a place of aggression, just know that emotions are running a bit high, and you will be finding that something during the last half of September is not balanced, and that makes a bigger rift than you would think of. And it can be stemming from work, okay, because this can be new job opportunities coming their way or your way. This could be moving house. This could be added stresses that are celebrated because you've been working so hard towards them, but are also causing a bit of trauma and a bit of drama within your life, right? Now, the Four of Wands, and the Hierophant, they're also marriage cards. So here there is a sense of commitment. Now, it can simply be you are marrying yourself. You are committed to your happiness. You are committed to your joy. You are committed to a balance within your life. It could be a work-home balance. It can be a balance within your relationship. It can be finding somebody who's more balanced than your previous partners, who gives as much as you do, right? Because here you are claiming your power. You are knowing your truth. And you're going from thinking, okay, you're going from expecting a certain thing within your life. Taliesin, as I have said before, he was nothing. He was a serving boy. He was, quite frankly, a slave within Welsh mythology who was supposed to be nothing. He served the goddess, the high sorceress, Cedwyn, and his life was nothing. His life was to be used, and then when it was used up, he was going to be discarded, and nobody would ever remember his name. Well, here we're talking about him centuries later. And that is because, if he was a real person, if he wasn't, still, that's because he claimed power that wasn't his. He transformed his life. Now, that's because he drank of the potion that Cedwyn was making for her son. And if you've watched these before, you know the stories. And I don't want to go into the whole big thing because I don't want to bore you all. But here, there is a sense of claiming your power, of knowing your truth, of knowing that you're worthy of something greater. Now, he did not mean to drink the potion. He was told to stir the pot for 3 days, and he was given 2 rules. 1, do not taste the potion at all, at any cost, and 2, do not stop stirring the pot. He was like 7 years old, so that was a huge task. He had to stay up for 3 days. And he's stirring, and then a bubble burst, hits his thumb. He puts his thumb in his mouth. He winds up being the first person to taste the potion. Now, the potion was of all the best things in the world. It was of plenty, it was of fortitude, it was of wisdom, it was of greatness. And the serving boy, who Cadwin probably didn't even know his name, became the greatest bard in all the world because of the subsequent things that happened. Now here, you are claiming your power. You are tasting of an elixir of greatness, meaning that cognitively within your mind, you are choosing to believe in your greatness, to believe in your power, to believe in your truth, to know that you could rise, to claim the kingdom of heaven, to claim the keys to the throne. And why I say that is because in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, this is a pope with monks at his feet. Keys are quite literally at his feet because it is the power that he possesses. So you are claiming your power and your truth. As you do so, you're going to find that you're in a bit of a war with yourself, a bit of a battle, a bit of a, can I do this? Can't I do this? Am I moving forward in the right way? Do I know what I want? Do I know where I'm heading? And then an assurance that, yeah, I get this. I know what I want. I know where I'm heading. And you might find here that you really connect with an earth sign energy, especially this Taurus energy. Right? It can be their rising sign, it can be their moon sign, it can be their sun sign, or they can just have it a lot in their chart. But there is a sense here of commitment and soul's wish. You're coming to balance with it. And this right here, Aquarius, Taurus energy, is going to be very profound for you. And it can just be somebody very stable who knows their mind. Very stable who speaks their truth. All right? But also very sensual and very expressive. Also loves the finer things in life. Judgment. You are finding a part of your soul's awakening. As this part of your soul awakens, you move forward with this earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, right, to your prosperity, but it's slowly and steadily. It's not going to happen in this whirlwind, oh my gosh, I can't believe this. It's going to be a slow and steady progression. That, yes, it does take your breath away because it is so beautiful, but it is going to be something that you find a bit frustrating at times because it is taking more time than you would like. And as you move forward in your prosperity, as you claim your power and your truth, you claim your kingdom, you claim your kingship, and you step back from the warring, okay? But you're going to have to come to terms with something. And it can be, financially saying, I want to be in a certain space when I find a partner, or it can be being mad at yourself that you're not quite where it is that you want it to be. But if you step back, you've actually done a heck of a lot better than you think you have. And you should give yourself praise for the way that you're moving forward and for everything that you've overcome and every way that you have triumphed, because that root, that base of triumph is going to help you move forward to your joy and to your happiness, is going to help you claim your power and the love that you want within your life. Your subconscious message is the Horned One. Now, this is the Devil card in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. This is a time frame of December 22nd to January 19th. So the Capricorn time frame goes right into the Aquarius time frame. So this is December 22nd, January 19th, January 20th to February 18th. And this is moving you forward in power and in beauty. All right? You are breaking the chains of the past. You are also breaking away of addictions, anything that you have found yourself. It's kind of like being drawn to a certain person all the time that's bad for you. And it can also be, regular addictions that people think of, drugs, alcohol, sex, food, things like that. And now you're claiming your power. Now you're claiming your truth. But it's also stopping being a people pleaser. That's going to be a huge thing for you, Aries. To stop being a people pleaser, to claim your power. Once again, that's really important. To connect with your inner divinity, to connect with the light within, and the fact that the angels are fiercely guiding you, fiercely protecting you, and nothing and no one will stop you from your goals. Also, here with the Capricorn energy, there's a strong Capricorn presence. So there's a strong Taurus, Capricorn, and Aquarius present, but the earth sign is much more powerful, and it is linked here to a commitment. So it's being grounded, and it's also being with a partner who is grounded. And this is going to be somebody who has a keen eye, whose way of expressing themselves. Now with the Capricorn, they can be a little bit more aloof than the Taurus can be. The Taurus can be a bit more blunt and straightforward, but the Capricorn can be a bit more aloof and a bit harder to get to know. So you might, if you are single, there we go. I have trouble with that word and I don't know why. You might find that this person is hard to get to know at first, and you might be thinking subconsciously, oh my gosh, I'm never going to get there, or you might feel chained to a past that you had no power over. It felt like you had no power over it. I mean, look at that. The person that you meet, and usually I don't look at this card at all, but this the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands, whenever I have the King and Queen of the same suit in the same deck, I mean, this is a true love. This is a soulmate connection. And it can be that you're finding a soulmate that doesn't have to be a romantic partner, because I don't believe in Plato's terms for soulmate. I believe that they are people that we knew in past lives that help us move forward, right, and help us claim our power. But I'm seeing here somebody who you just click with. And it can be somebody who introduces you to the person that you're supposed to be meeting. And it can be that you're falling in love with the masculine and feminine aspects of yourself. You're breaking through the chains of the past. The atypical devil-like creature that is depicted in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, holding the chains of the naked woman and the naked man. You're setting yourself free. It's saying, you know what, no more. No more am I going to be chained to a life, a way of thinking, a existence that doesn't suit me. And as you break those chains, you find something really beautiful that really sets off a new beginning in your life and in your love. All right, Aries, I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness, and may harmony always be with you. Bye.